one of the things I'm most excited about, I think all of us are most excited about, is we are launching a complete redo of our seller platform, right? And there's a lot of reasons for this, but the primary one is we just want to add more features to this experience, right? And also you guys are going to see there is a significant emphasis going forward for us on the seller side from a lead generation, lead nurture perspective, AI perspective, everything, right? And that means that we have to have a seller experience that consumers love. And we need to be able to get massive signals from the seller experience, right? So we rethought this from the ground up. And, we're really excited to present what we've got. The release date on this is in the January timeframe. We're going to start rolling this out. It will be progressive, and we will obviously be mindful of some people who are doing a lot of customization on HomeBot, et cetera, that want to continue using that platform, right? So we will have on and off switches for this. We think obviously there's V1, V2, V3, V4. We have a whole team devoted to this, and it's going to get better and better. But we think our version 1 is a substantial improvement, right? So let me take you guys through this really quickly. First and foremost, one of the biggest feedbacks we get from our clients is agent branding, right? And so every single alert going forward is going to use the assigned data from Follow Up Boss to pull in the agent, pull in their contact information. Everything is branded to the agent, right? We're going to provide an AVM that is from a top tier AVM provider. It's going to show an estimated home value and its absolute number, and then a low and a high, right? We've heard feedback. Some people like Zestimates as well as a hedge against this. We'll kind of look at different options, but we're going to provide one solid value right now and a low and a high with the ability to tune your home value, right? We're going to show all of their home value market trends, how much equity they have in the home. So we're still pulling in mortgage data, all of that data in here as well. And we're adding in a lot of unique features to this seller experience that I don't think any other platform has because they don't have the data, right? And so one example of that is we're actually able to take the address, take the zip code, take the bedroom, bath, etc., and query your database to find out how many of your buyers are looking for that home, right? So you can walk into the listing presentation or call to action, help me schedule private showing for our clients, right? And if you go into mission control, you can get that list into a spreadsheet format. And so you can walk into that listing presentation with this data that is going to help you outcompete anyone else that's coming in, right? Because you're already coming in with buyers, right? Home details, market trends. We license Altos data already and put all of their key stats in here. So, it's the best industry, market trends data that's out there. All of the market trends analysis, et cetera, is from Altos. And then we connect this to our home search experience, right? And so you're able to see sold listings, active listings, pending listings, all in the same place as well, right? And I'd say another important part of the reason that why we built this native is because everything that you are doing on this experience is now tracked by Ylopo, right? So you click tune your home value, help me understand, contact to learn more, whatever the calls to actions are, whatever the engagements are from the consumer, we know, and now we can specifically alert you about what they wanted to do in the system, and then we can tweak our AI against that, right? So there's going to be specific behavioral texting messages, eventually specific Raya voice conversations that are going to function off of what the seller actually is interested in from their engagement experience, right? And that's going to orders of magnitude, we think, increase the conversion rate into engagement and conversations with consumers. Anything else, you guys?
We've been working on this for a year. And, one of my favorite things about HomeBot was that it did the math, right? It showed and had what the home was worth, what the estimated loan amount was, and then it did the math and showed the equity. And with this new seller alert, we still have that, right? We still have how much equity they have. And we have things that nobody has. So nobody is sending a report on how much equity you have and how many buyers are currently searching for a home on their website. And so, the fact that we've been able to take years of learning on how to keep homeowners' attentions and iterate on what I believe to be one of the most popular lead conversion, sitting in front of a homeowner and showing your database and how you have buyers for them. The fact that we're able to automate that now, it's just another way to keep consumers engaged. And to me, there was always this disconnect with, they're clicking on HomeBot, and how does that impact Raya and Ylopo? And so now to have all of these calls to actions feeding AI so that then AI can reach out accordingly, it's really in touch with what the market needs right now. Wouldn't you agree, Gabe?
Yeah, 100%. I know there's some common questions you want to, I think, want to hit, and we know we got to move on. But people currently that are in HomeBot, will they automatically get moved over to this, or are they going to have to do it manually?
No, you're automatically going to get moved to it. We're looking at if it makes sense to backdate your links. I don't know if it will or not. Probably not, to be honest with you. It's a big undertaking. I'm not sure the value, but we will make this as seamless as transition as possible, right?
Yeah.
And also, if you want to keep HomeBot, we'll have an on and off switch for you, right?
Yeah. And then the teams versus having a team account, the assigned agent. So I saw that one slide through
Well,
there a few
yes.
different times.
So let's highlight that, because right now HomeBot is one account for a whole license, and everybody's kind of sharing that. But this will respect the assigned agent. So instead of, if my agent John, for example, the leads assigned to him, it'll show his information at the top, not my information, so that now my agents can have their own branding, separate from the team name and things like that, which everybody needs.
Yeah, 100%. I see some comments in here about how we will work with other platforms, and I'll just say this, have a lot of respect for other seller experiences that are out there. And there are people who are devoting more resources than we are to our seller experience, and we recognize that, right? And if you want to use something else, that's totally fine. We're actually working on a project to consume those signals from Follow Up Boss so that we can do what we do with Raya texting and behavioral and all that kind of stuff, right? I would say the main advantage above and beyond, all the things that you guys are seeing here is the integration from a data perspective into our automation suite, right? You got Raya texting, you got Raya voice, you've got everything else from remarketing, etc., all tied into the engagement on this platform, right? And that is something that no one else in the industry has.
Yeah, and Barry and I are
Well,
spending a lot of
and
time, like I said, working on this over the last year to make sure each section, each action has different triggers, so you can really dissect that information to see what's coming in and what's happening versus one blanket HomeBot engaged tag. So be
Well, and
very
look, I mean, yeah, and Gabe, I remember the meeting we're in. We literally took every feature from all the different seller nurture platforms and went side by side. And this seller alert in its current iteration has more features than anything else available on the market. And then when you combine it with the fact that Ylopo's nurture system is engaged with it, so now you have true AI working alongside of the seller engaging. It's truly transformative as far as seller nurture is concerned.
all right. I know we got to move.
Yeah. So, we are licensing. This is not just like point and click AVM data. We are licensing nationwide AVM data, and we're going to weaponize that from a giving you guys that information perspective as well as AI perspective, right? So you're literally going to get a priority no. Homeowner values have increased by over $5,000 this month. Go call that person, right? Click here to go see their their alert, right? So we're weaponizing nationwide AVM and mortgage data for all of your leads as well. And we're going back and doing that for your entire database, right? It's not just going forward basis. That itself for other platforms will cost you thousands of dollars. We're doing this for you for free, right? We will, actually scan your seller addresses in the system. So I highly encourage all of you guys to upload leads with seller addresses in here, and we're going to give you intel on which of those properties are just listed and just sold, right? So you have transparency into of your database who are sellers and have they listed their property and sold that property in action based on that data.